Connor McDavid, like we said, 8 points in the last 2 games here of the Stanley Cup Final. Look what he's done. Most points in a single playoff year. 42. Rupper, you said we could do this whole first block on number 97, and we probably will, and we probably should. And there were so many impressive things that he did tonight. What impressed you the most?
The level of energy that he brought. I mean, you knew at times everybody's dinged up, right? Everyone's. We've all played deep runs in the playoffs. You're depleted. I mean, you see players come into training camp and they look a certain way, and by this time of year, Johnny, like drawn faces. You've got nothing left, man. This guy is finding another gear, and it blows my mind. I don't understand how he's doing what he's doing, but I don't think I've seen anything like this except probably back in the Gretzky-Lemieux days in the playoffs.
So the energy, the never-ending energy and pace in his game, but I also think the bite he's bringing when he's around the puck. Because even if you win a race against Florida, it's hard to then control it and find open ice and work through their checking. And so not only is he doing the great skating, which maybe we expect, but then the bite in getting to open ice and protecting the puck and finding lanes to the net and making plays, that's the other element. We all know he's the fastest skater in the world. But when he can skate that fast through the tightest checking team in the world, that's what's separating him right now in a game where, yeah, there's a little bit of open ice, but he's finding it all the time, every game. Nobody else is.
What's really impressive to me, too, to go along with everything you guys said, is just his absolute dialed-in. There's a one-track mind. You cannot phase him. You cannot get under his skin. He's getting hacked and whacked and hooked. I saw 3 or 4 hooks when they were already on the power play that you can't really call. It's kind of messed up puck possession. He didn't really have control anymore. He just fights through it. He doesn't say much. He goes to work. He plays his shift. He plays hard. Every Florida Panthers game plan is to try and hit him when they have a chance. He's not easy to hit.
And they did. Quite
absolutely. He's gone back into it. He's played physical. He's incredibly strong. What he's doing, I haven't figured out a word for it quite yet because it is so impressive.
Johnny, here's the thing for me, though, and this is not a call-out. It's not a call-out. Something's up with Leon Draisaitl's hurt.
Yes.
He does not look like himself. So here's the thing. It's all on Connor.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what, because you can sit there and say, and
he doesn't have his running mate.
His running mate's not there, and you can argue Leon's the second best player in the world, and there's a conversation with others. I get it. But he's that good. He's not himself. So Connor is taking that on, knowing that it's got to be me. And he's certainly getting a ton of help. Like, this is a great team effort all around.
Connor
Brown. The other Connor's been pretty good, too. But you understand what I'm saying, John?
Yeah.
That's
and he would know
impressive.
that going in. He would know heading into these elimination games, Kate, my guy's not there. He's trying, but he's not there. So it's got to be me. And this one was 1-on-4. He skates into the diamond, right through it, and finds Perry in the back door. And even the composure after the game. Well, here you go. Talk about the scuba tank for his oxygen. This is
insane.
How long his shifts were in this game. And the fact is that his 2 longest shifts resulted in an Oilers goal.
But even the other ones, like, they're not ending in goals. Well, I guess you got a couple Oilers penalties there, too.
Yeah. You draw a penalty.
Drawing a penalty. You know what I mean? He's
but 228, that was the Perry goal. Or no, it was 2 minutes was the Perry goal. Or no, 228 was the Perry goal.
Yeah. Like, the 158 was the Hyman.
The Hyman goal.
And usually if you have a shift at 2-minute length, the average human, it's taken a while to maybe get back up to snub, and it didn't take that long for him to go 228 ending in a goal.
The 228 goal was so impressive because he was around the puck. It wasn't just a set-up power play the whole time. It was coming off a power play, but it wasn't set up. They had to go back. He won some battles in the corner, and then he walked the whole team and fed it over to Corey Perry, who is a hell of a hockey player, but he hasn't had a goal yet in the playoffs, and he put it on a tee for him. 2.5 minutes in, that's 3 shifts.
And even the composure, even to hear him in the post-game interview with Emily Kaplan, just very calm. Not overselling it. It's just one game. We're going to go play another game. Yeah, we played well. We're happy we won. All we do is give ourselves. Like, he is not feeling euphoric about what he just did or what the team just did. It's just business as usual, locked right in the task at hand. NHL does not lend itself to its greatest players always being able to shine. It's like Michael Jordan stuff. In the biggest moment, you're the brightest, you're the biggest star, and in the NBA, they always deliver because they have the ball and they get to score the whole time. The NHL doesn't work that way because there's goaltenders and defense and everything else, and it's a team game. He's kind of thrown that out the window. This was like an individual game within the context of the other 10 guys on the ice.
Get on my back, boys.
Scary,
Taking you home.
You don't see that.
No,
you don't see that.
And to your point, in the biggest games, the biggest moments, I like that part about our sport, that you have the no-name players. You know, I'm one of those that had a moment.
Love it.
Like, you know, then that's what makes it great. But also, I mean, we all want to see the stars have it, but it's just our sport, I think that's what you're alluding to, doesn't lend to that always, right? It's a game of will. It's a game of determination, finding a way. And when the best players have that and they lead in that will and finding a way, now you're cooking with gas. And this guy, man, 8 points, 2 games right now.
Against the
What's
best.
the difference, though?
Against the best collective
Best team.
team
Right.
in the whole league.
Depth, you name it, they have it. The Panthers have been the best team for quite some time. Have they unlocked a secret, though, the last 2 games? I mean, just Connor with the 8 points in those 2 games, but it just feels like we saw the 8-1 blowout. This one a little bit closer, but it felt like Edmonton might run away with it. Is there some secret in the sauce right now for Edmonton, or is it just sheer confidence going forward? They found their game.
Well, I mean, I think game 4 was the rush game and Florida being off. To me, this game, I mean, think about it, they scored 5 goals, right? 2 on the power play, 1 shorthanded, 1 empty netter. And the 5-on-5 goal was Connor McDavid slipping it through the 5-hole. Like, this game, Edmonton battled hard. Stuart Skinner played well. We'll get to that. This game was just about Connor McDavid. He is the reason Edmonton, the same way maybe Bob was the reason Florida won game 1. He was the reason. So I don't know if there's any sort of secret sauce, magic formula they figured out, other than we got 97. They don't. When he plays like that, that's enough. And it was in game 5.